I'm Lorna, and today I'm going to do some magic pictures. With this project, you need some paintbrushes and some watercolors. I got my watercolors wet. This yellow seems to have something else in it. I find that happens sometimes. It gets a little. But in order to start this project, let me just put that there. I'm going to use something. This particular object is a candle. Now, I don't recommend kids use candles. They can hurt you, and they are very hot. This one I'm going to use for something else. So, if you take your candle, this particular thing, I'm going to make some marks, but you can't really see them. And they can be, you can make objects if you want. I'm just making lines. And you're going to find out what happens in a moment. But as I make a few lines, I use the candle, but I also have a couple other things. This is called, these are crayons. They're kind of oil pastel. They're also good for kids, so this is a student pack. It's called Junior Artist. So I'm making lines with this also. Now, I don't know if you can see either one of these. It doesn't look like you will be able to. You can kind of remember where you put lines. You don't have to. You can make lines anywhere you want. So this particular one that I took out is the white one. And I find that the white one is often long because often kids forget to use the white one, especially when they're working on something. This kind of crayon is a very special kind of crayon. This one is made out of beeswax. So the bees get busy and they make their honeycombs out of beeswax. And when they don't need their honeycombs anymore, sometimes people take them, and you can make candles out of beeswax. You can make crayons, which is awesome. So these particular crayons are beeswax. So far, we have used, just to remember, we used a crayon, a beeswax crayon, and a candle. The candle's paraben. Just to let you know what that's made out of. All right, so I'm going to start painting. I have a very large container of water. You can use any kind of water. I just happen to have a bowl that we had a bunch of apples in, and then the bananas went in it, and it needs to be washed anyway, so I thought, I'll just use it for water. So I'm going to get some, let's see, I really like this color. All right, so you don't have to get the whole brush wet. I like to just get the tip wet, but and you're going to notice when you start painting that something's starting to peek out. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you will be able to. Where you drew, let's see this one. Ooh, that's a good color too. A little bit more water. I think I'll use a little bit more of this one. This one I really liked. I'm going to go on this side now. Ooh. So the middle here was the candle. The edge was the beeswax crayon. And I think almost all of this was beeswax. Oh, and then there was the crayons. I think all of them will work. So, like I said before, it is always good to remember that art doesn't have to be a particular thing that you're making. Art is for enjoyment. So it's a way of maybe relaxing, having time to yourself. It's a way to maybe have a little bit of expression when you can't find any words for what's going on. Ooh, this yellow is pretty. see. I don't feel like I have to smash the brush. I notice a lot of times people smash the brush. Sometimes I can just hold it gently and just stroke. And then you can stroke back and forth if you want. Oh, some of the hairs are coming off. Little animals who don't need their hair anymore. I know a lot of them used to be horse hair. So you know how long horses' tails are? So sometimes they get trimmed and you can use that to make a brush. Doesn't that sound awesome? They use all kinds of different. Ooh, that blue is pretty. So this was the round picture I made. I went around and I made some lines. It doesn't have to be any particular end point. So maybe you had an idea, you had to make a house, or you had to make a person, or you had to make an animal. You don't. You can just enjoy yourself. And some days you might feel the need or the want to draw those things, or maybe make a picture of your family. I love to draw landscapes, maybe a cabin in it, or an area where there was a beach scene. I love mountains, mountaintops. I love to go hiking, so I feel like I'm going to start doing that soon, just hiking around. Because with social distancing, it's always fun to just take a walk. You don't have to meet up with anyone. Just enjoy the day. Look for squirrels. Squirrels are very busy. When we moved into this home, the little boy who lived here told us that there was a squirrel outside whose name was Squeakers. And Squeakers, we found out, was very busy. We loved to watch Squeakers. At our school, we have a local squirrel, and he's been lovingly called Mr. Peanut. So Mr. Peanut and Squeakers, kind of fun sometimes to name the wildlife that live near your house. You can watch them out the window. Everybody was always excited to see Mr. Squeakers on the move doing something. All right. Oh, going over some of the colors with purple. But as you see, everywhere those lines were made, it's not making a line there. So, I hope you get a chance to get some painting done. The last time I painted with watercolors, I didn't do anything similar to this. So I think every day you paint, you might feel differently. So your painting may look a lot different than another day when you did it. That's one. This one I used a lot more yellow on it. Yeah, it does drip. I kind of like the drips though. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. And remember, if you get a chance, do some art. It's a great way to make a great day. Have a great day.